Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Matt with the Hardcover Comic, and today's video is an overview of, one of the best X-Men that's ever lived, none other than Wolverine. This is the reprinted edition. I just got it in, did an unboxing video the other day, so now we're going to dive in and kind of do a little bit of an overview on it, so stay tuned. I actually bought this book on eBay for about 80 bucks when I first started collecting, but it didn't have a dust jacket. It was beat to hell, but that was back when the book, was selling for 300 bucks. So I figured 80 bucks to get the material, why not, right? It was when I first started really kind of collecting, and I loved Wolverine as a character, always have ever since I was a kid. Always been kind of a big fan of Wolverine and the X-Men growing up. So this was something that was a no-brainer for me, and especially when they announced the reprint. Initially, when they brought these out, they had the flat spine, and a lot of people freaked out about the flat spine. They reprinted. These now have a more rounded spine, which is great. Don't get me wrong. If I had a choice, I would prefer rounded over the flat, but if it was flat, I'm not going to complain. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. So this one is a $100 cover price US, which I think is phenomenal for the material that you get in this book. It's heavy too. It's a big, thick, heavy book. So $100 US, 127 Canadian. Obviously, you could get it less expensive on in-stock trades, and you could get it less expensive on Amazon and things like that. But I believe this book is quickly going back out of stock again. So you guys are gonna have to keep an eye out. I know like the DM variant cover, which is like the more realistic looking one, that one was long gone, but that's okay. I actually prefer this cover over the more realistic one anyway, so I'm good. But yeah, so right in here, you got the dust jacket, flaps. Kind of just talks about, a little bit about Wolverine and stuff, and then a little character art there. I'm one of those people where I prefer less words and more art. Again, just a lot more here talking about the creators. You got Claremont, Buscema, Frank Miller, Herb Trimpe, Jim Lee. It just talks about all the different characters and things that worked on it. But again, I'm one of those people I'd prefer to see art. So design wise, it's not bad. It's okay. Let's go ahead and remove the dust jacket here. Oh, I did forget to mention the contents. I apologize. So this is actually going to cover Marvel Comics Presents number 1 through 10 and 72 through 84. Incredible Hulk 180 to 182. Obviously the first appearances of Wolverine. Again, Hulk 340. Marvel Treasury Edition number 26. Best of Marvel Comics Wolverine 1 through 4, which is like the Claremont stuff that was done back in 82. Uncanny X-Men 172 to 173. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine 1 through 6 mini, Captain America Annual number 8, Spider-Man vs. Wolverine Marvel Age Annual number 4, and then the Wolverine 88 series 1 through 10, and then a brief appearance in Punisher War Journal 6 through 7. So again, similar to the Spectre overview that I did for that Omnibus, it's like the main issues and then a lot of minis and then random kind of appearances along the way. So but here it is without it. So you have the exact same picture on the front of the graphic cover here as you did on the dust jacket. Exact same spine. The nice thing is that on this book you do have some nice art on the back. So this is actually the DM variant cover that a lot of people want. Like I said, it's kind of that more realistic kind of look. So this is actually what the DM variant looked like. So if you were wondering, there you go. It's on the back of the book, graphic cover there. So you can kind of get both. All right. So go ahead and crack this bad boy open. I did break in the spine a little bit again prior to recording. You have your nice title page here. All your credits and things like that. Table of contents. An introduction by Larry Hama from back in 92. And then it dives right in. So, and obviously the art throughout this book is going to change immensely depending on who's writing the art, or who's drawing. I mean, what You know what I'm saying. Whoever did it for whichever book, etc., the art is going to be very different kind of throughout the whole thing. So like Hulk is very different from like the Weapon X stuff. Obviously, you guys just saw the differences there. Lays nice and flat right away. This is actually really cool. I like that. I mean, just as you're flipping through it here, it just lays super nice and super flat just immediately. You don't have to like pry it open and try to, push it open. So that's great. All right. So yeah, I'm very excited to dig back into this book. Like I said, it's been some years. Classic Wolverine stuff really kind of digs into his origins and really kind of shows you how and why he's the character that we all love and know today and why he became a huge X-Men fan favorite. Again, this is a reprint, so it's probably been seen by a bunch of people in the past, but in case you were wondering, here you go. That's great stuff. It lays beautifully. Like I said, this lays one. I only broke in the spine like the one or two times. Like this really really lays nicely. I'm very impressed with how well this lays. To be honest with you, Marvel Comics presents Wolverine featuring the Master of Kung Fu, Man Thing, and the Submariner, or as some people say, Submariner. I guess that makes sense too, but Mariner just sounds cooler. How do you guys say? Do you guys say Submariner or Submariner? I'm just curious now. Now I'm curious as to how other people say it. Mariner, I get it. It makes sense in that regard, but I just think Mariner sounds better. And if you do say one or the other, where are you located? I'm just curious. I wonder if it's like a regional thing. Because growing up, all my friends said Submariner as well. Oh, I got some Joe Fixit going on. Oh, that's right, Patch. How could you forget Patch? Oh, yes, good stuff. So it's about 1,000 pages. So $100 for about 1,000 pages. Really well done. The pages are glossy. They are not matte. They're not the newspaper print that I prefer. I know these are actually glossy, but they're not super thick. I would say they're about standard thickness, but they're not like the old school Marvel omnibuses where the pages are like cardboard thick. Like these are a lot thinner, but they are the glossy pages that everybody loves. And you got some nice Barry Windsor Smith art here, some of the Weapon X stuff. Beautiful. This is history right here, folks. And then you go back and then you have again, Peter Sanderson with another intro or outro, I guess you could say. And then some fun kind of art pages and things in the back here for the extras. Oh, that's neat. That would be cool to have. Mike Zach. That would be dope. This one right here is a classic picture that everybody's seen 1,000 times. It's from the Peter David stuff, but it is fantastic. That is such an amazing cover. I have always loved that Todd McFarlane cover there. I don't know what's up with his face in this one. Or Hulk's teeth. It almost looks like Hulk is in a funhouse mirror. And it looks like Wolverine's giving the O face. I'm sorry, Quesada, but it does look that way. Certainly does. Todd McFarlane, awesome. Joe Quesada, O face in a funhouse mirror. Spider-Man Wolverine, love it, love it, love it. Again, classic Wolverine. And there you folks go. This is its own binding. It's beautiful. They did an amazing job on it, and it lays beautifully flat. Zero gutter loss, as you guys could tell, so that's awesome. But yeah, it's a really great book. It's a great historic time. So if you're a fan of the character, I do suggest trying to jump on it next time it does come in stock. Don't let it go out of stock again, because once it goes out of print, who knows if and when we'll ever get it back. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the overview. Let me know your thoughts on it. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Have a great day.